This is Chris Bagels. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bagels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll all be down there in the description box, and I'm here to do my WWE Extreme Rules 2022 reviews. So here we go, talking about Extreme Rules. Now, the official theme song for Extreme Rules is Villain from Bella Porto. And they had a great way to open up Extreme Rules where you got Paul Heyman like as a narrator with a kid doing a spelling bee and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty damn cool and stuff. But then after that, we get to the first match of the night. It was Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch versus the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci Imperium. So yeah, it was Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes in a 6-man tag team Donnybrook match. So yeah, we'll get this match underway. And this match, it was freaking amazing. If you have, go check it out. A banger of a match to kick off the show. Everybody started going at it in the ring right when the match starts. Everybody's going at it. Of course, they had all those weapons. They used shillelaghs and stuff like that during this match. One point we seen Imperium hit the Imperium Bomb onto Ridge Holland outside of the ring, which was pretty cool. At one point, it looked like it was going to be all over when we seen Sheamus hit the bro kick onto Gunther in the middle of the ring, and he pins him 1, 2, and then that's when Giovanni Vinci breaks at the pin by jumping off the top rope with a crossbody onto Sheamus's back, breaking up the pin, which was very nice. And everybody kept on going at it. It looked like Gunther was fighting back so many times in this match. Keep on trying to fight Sheamus off. But to no avail. At one point, he got locked up in the clover leaf. At one point, it looked like he was going to tap out. Because like last time on SmackDown, he almost tapped out. It looked like at one point, it looked like he did tap out. But the referee called it off or whatever. And it looked like he was going to tap out. But then all of a sudden, I think it was Ludwig Kaiser that comes up, hitting Sheamus in the back with a shillelagh. Gunther pins him 1, 2, Butch breaking at the pin at the count of 2. Everybody's still going at it like crazy. Like, it was just freaking wild. And then at one point we did see Sheamus take out Gunther for the rest of the match, hitting a high cross onto him through the announce table. Remember, he brought that move back at Clash of the Castle, and he did it again tonight, but through the announce table on Gunther, taking him out for the rest of the match. And then inside the ring, we see Ridge Holland and Butch holding Giovanni Vinci in place, and then he got hit with a bro kick, getting pinned for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Brawling Brutes defeated Imperium tonight on Extreme Rules. That's what happened. Great match. First ever time that the Brawling Brutes defeated Imperium and stuff, and Sheamus beating Gunther and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, very great match. If you have yet, go check it out. It was very amazing. For this match, I'm going to give it 5 stars. That's what I'm going to give it. It was a very great match. It was freaking brutal as all hell and everything. So yeah, I give this match 5 stars. That's why I gotta give it. It was a bunch of near falls and everything, and I really liked this match. Great opener for Extreme Rules. But then after that, we see the Miz backstage. He's getting interviewed, talking about don't say his name, talking about Dexter Lumis and all that. When the interviewer was asking Miz questions and stuff about Dexter Lumis, but Miz got enough of it. He walks away, and then he walks into the a mascot of the Philadelphia hockey team and stuff like that, and the mascot was trying to give Miz a t-shirt, and Miz says, I'm not going to throw this t-shirt over my suit. He grabs the t-shirt, throws it down, stomps on it and everything, and walks away, and then the mascot gets all mad, picks up the t-shirt and throws it at Miz. So yeah, just funny stuff right there. But yeah, very great stuff. Like I said, the first match of the night was very amazing. Still a lot more matches for tonight. But up next, we're going to be seeing the SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey 1-on-1 in an Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So yeah, that match will be happening up next on Extreme Rules. So yeah, I will see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Extreme Rules. See you guys later until then. So, the next thing that happened on Extreme Rules, it was a one-on-one match. It was the SmackDown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, versus Ronda Rousey, one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, it was an okay match. Not the best. There was some sloppy spots in this match and all that stuff. Like, at one point, Liv actually had the steel chair wedged into the corner and stuff, and it was wedged in there for a good amount of time, and, what happened was it kind of, like, this move got botched, where Ronda was trying to throw Liv into the chair, but Liv, stopped it with her foot, hit, like, putting her foot on the turnbuckle so she wouldn't hit the chair, and the chair, like, fell and stuff outside the ring, and then they were supposed to do a spot or whatever where Liv grabs her by the arms and then, like, pretty much, like, hits a backstabber and then forces her back to hit the steel chair, but since the steel chair went down, she was trying to hit the move the first time, and Ronda straight up fell over her, and it didn't look the best, and then they finally managed to hit the move, but then Ronda goes into the ring post shoulder first instead of the chair that was supposed to be right there. It was just a little issue going on, so yeah. And then at one point, Liv did grab the chair and started hitting Ronda with it, and it didn't look like she was trying to, like, not as hard or whatever, hit her with it as hard. So yeah, just a few spots that was messed up. But at the end of the day, it was okay. I'm not even gonna lie. It was an okay match, even though there was some sloppy spots and all that stuff, some botches and stuff. It was okay at the end of the day. At one point, it looked like Liv was going to win this match because she had a table inside the ring, had Ronda on the table, climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumping off with a senton onto Ronda through the table. She pins her. 1, 2. Ronda barely kicking out too, but she had that cross arm breaker locked on to Liv Morgan, about to snap the arm, but Liv Morgan was trying to fight out of it when she lifted up Ronda and power bombing her onto a broken piece of the table, breaking up the submission, but then Ronda managed to lock on another submission with her legs and stuff, pretty much like a sleeper hold with the legs, making Liv Morgan pass out or whatever, and she had a smile on her face, and Ronda won the match. So yeah, Ronda Rousey defeated Liv Morgan tonight at Extreme Rules and has won back the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's what happened. Ronda holding up the title up high and stuff, walking out, and then Liv had a big old smile on her face. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was an okay match, not the best, but it was whatever. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But up next, we're going to be seeing Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre one-on-one in a strap match. That match will be happening up next on Extreme Rules. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Extreme Rules, it was a one-on-one match. It was Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett in a one-on-one strap match. So yeah, this was a strap match between Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre, and we get this match underway, well, kind of. So what happened is everybody made their entrance, all in the ring. McIntyre got the strap on his wrist, and then the referee was trying to put the strap around Karrion Kross' wrist, but Karrion Kross grabs the strap, throws it down. And then they said, well, you gotta put the strap on for this match to start. He grabs the strap, like he's about to put it on, and then he throws it out the ring. And then McIntyre was getting pissed off, and he was getting enough of it, so he starts walking towards Karrion Kross, but Scarlett grabbed the strap and stuff, and, it was distracting Drew McIntyre, and that's when Karrion Kross took control, attacking Drew McIntyre before the match even started. And then the match didn't start for a minute. Both of them was brawling, went through the crowd and stuff, brawling and stuff. And then they come back to the ringside and kept on going at it. At one point, Karrion Kross was trying to suplex Drew McIntyre onto the steel steps, but McIntyre reverses it for a suplex for himself outside the ring. And then we see McIntyre hit like a sidewalk slam on the apron, throws Karrion Kross into the ring, puts a strap around his wrist, and then the match officially starts. So yeah, it was a pretty good match. The fans was kind of like silent in this match, which Corey Graves was trying to say, like, this match has been so vicious with them using the strap and stuff that the fans has been silent. So yeah. But yeah, both of them was going at it. It was an okay match. At one point, like, Karrion Kross was going to win it. We hit that, I forgot what they call it, Doomsday Saito, something like that. I forgot what they call that move. That backward suplex onto McIntyre, pins him. 1, 2, McIntyre barely kicking out 2. But then we get to the very ending where it looks like McIntyre is about to win. He hits the Future Shock DDT onto Karrion Kross, goes to the corner, counts down 3, 2, 1, about to hit the Claymore, but then Scarlett gets in front of him, stopping him. McIntyre, walks around her, and then Scarlett turns McIntyre back around, spraying him in the eyes with pepper spray. And then McIntyre was blinded. McIntyre was on his knees, blinded and stuff, and then Karrion Kross hit the cross hammer onto McIntyre, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Karrion Kross defeated Drew McIntyre tonight. Extreme Rules, that's what happened. It was an okay match. For this match, I'll give it 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. And then we see Miz on the phone backstage, and it looks like he was talking to Maurice. But then all of a sudden we see that mascot pop up again, and Miz was like, "I am on the phone," and then walks away, and then, yeah. So yeah, the mascot keeps on following around Miz. Maybe it's Dexter Lumis, we'll see. But yeah, that's what happened there as well. But up next, we're going to be seeing the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, versus Bayley 1-on-1 in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Extreme Rules. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Extreme Rules, it was a ladder match. It was the WWE Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, versus Bayley 1-on-1 in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship. So yeah, Bayley did not come out with Damage Control. They all stayed backstage, and Asuka and Alexa Bliss stayed back there as well. But yeah, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. At one point, we did see Bayley put like a ladder from the barricade to the steel steps, laid Bianca on it, jumped off the apron with the elbow drop, which looked pretty nice and everything. At one point, there was a ladder broken in half and all that stuff. But then we get to the ending of this match where we see Bianca hit the KOD onto Bayley, and then she starts climbing up the ladder. But then, all of a sudden, that's when Damage Control comes in. Dakota Kai and Io Sky, they come in there pushing Bianca off the top of the ladder, beating her down and stuff. Io Sky climbs up the top turnbuckle, about to hit the moonsault onto her, but then Bianca gets back up, fighting with Dakota, and then pushes Io. So yeah, Io's still on the top turnbuckle, and then she grabs Dakota Kai and Io Sky, lift them both up for the KOD at the same time. And Io Sky almost fell off at one point, which almost looked dangerous as hell, but she managed to hold him up and hit a double KOD onto Io Sky and Dakota Kai, taking them out. And then it looked like Bianca was going to win the match, but then that's when Bayley comes back in, and Bayley hits that rose plant onto her and all that, laying her out. But then she grabs that broken piece of the ladder that was wedged into the corner, and then she's holding it up. But then that's when Bianca quickly gets back up, lifts Bayley up for the KOD, while Bayley still had that broken piece of the ladder, and then hits the KOD onto Bayley, onto that broken piece of the ladder, laying her out. She climbs up the ladder and retrieves the title. So yeah, Bianca Belair defeated Bayley tonight and has retained the Raw Women's Championship. That's what happened. In my opinion, I think Bayley should have won this match, but you know what? It was a pretty good match still. Nothing too bad to really complain about for this match, but yeah, really great stuff. But for that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good ladder match. If you have it, go check it out. This match was easily better than Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan's match from earlier. So yeah, I would say it was pretty good stuff. But yeah. So yeah, if you have it, go check it out. And up next, we're going to be seeing Edge versus Finn Balor 1-1 in the I Quit match. I'll be talking about that match soon. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Extreme Rules. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Extreme Rules, we get the I Quit match. It was Edge versus Finn Balor 1-on-1 in the I Quit match. And Finn Balor came out all alone. The Judgment Day stayed backstage. Edge came out all alone. It was a pretty good match. It was going good. Edge was taking control of this match for a little bit, and Finn Balor was fighting back as well so many times. But then at one point, Judgment Day did come out. Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio, they came out, but Edge managed to knock him off the aprons and stuff. And then that's when he throws Finn Balor over the top rope onto the apron. And then he hits a spear through the second rope onto Finn Balor, onto Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio to take them out. But then obviously the number starts catching up. They start beating down Edge. And then we see them got handcuffs. They handcuffed Edge to the top rope, just continuing to beat him down and everything. But then Rey Mysterio comes running out to save Edge. But then he was doing pretty good. He was taking out Finn Balor. And then he managed to hit the 619 onto Damian Priest, taking him out. But then that's when Dominic Mysterio comes up, knocking Rey off the apron. And then he starts beating down and throws him into the ring post, taking Rey Mysterio out for the rest of the match. And then they all get into the ring. Look like they're about to beat the hell out of Edge. But then Beth Phoenix comes into the ring, starts swinging the steel chair at everybody. And then all of a sudden, when she turns around, we see Rhea Ripley in the ring. And then Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix starts brawling, going at it and everything, which was pretty amazing stuff. So yeah, but then at one point we did see Edge take control of this match after Beth Phoenix, got the key to handcuff him, and then he comes in there spearing everybody, hitting a spear onto Damian Priest. He hit a low blow onto Dominic Mysterio for payback, and then he hits like 3 spears onto Finn Balor, about to make him say I quit. But then that's when Rhea Ripley comes into the ring, knocking out Beth Phoenix with the brass knuckles. And then Judgment Day starts taking control once again. And then they finally got Edge down, holding him down. Finn Balor comes at the top turnbuckle, jumping off with the coup de grace. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He hit the coup de grace 3 times onto Edge, telling him he's going to break his damn ribs. And then they was holding him up saying, do you quit? And Edge was like, hell no. But then Rhea Ripley comes into there, grabs a steel chair, puts underneath Beth Phoenix's head, and tells Edge to go ahead and quit, or she's going to hit the concerto onto Beth Phoenix. And then Edge finally quits. So he said, I quit, and Finn Balor won the match. So yeah, Finn Balor defeated Edge in the I quit match. And Rhea Ripley looks at him and says, I still don't care even if you quit. And then still smashes Beth Phoenix with the concerto, laying her out. They let go of Edge. Edge starts checking on Beth Phoenix. So yeah, really good stuff. AJ Styles never came out or nothing, but yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, like I said, really great match. I really like the I Quit match. For the finish and everything. It was still really good, even though we didn't get AJ Styles to come out and turn heel or anything. It was still a really good I Quit match. They was brawling everywhere. They brawled through the crowd and stuff at one point. They used steel chairs and all that stuff. So yeah, like I said, really great stuff. If you haven't yet, go check it out. For that match, I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a really good I Quit match. I'm not even going to lie. So yeah, Edge starts checking on Beth Phoenix, and Beth Phoenix is knocked out. But then after that, we see the Miz backstage, and Miz is going up to Triple H's locker room. His office or whatever. And then that's when the mascot comes up, and Miz starts talking crap to the mascot and starts attacking the mascot because he thinks that it's actually Dexter Lumis or whatever. So he's beating down the mascot. But then, come to find out, Dexter Lumis was not in the mascot costume. He was behind Miz, and he grabs Miz, starts choking him out with a submission hold, and then he gets laid out. Miz did. And then that's when the mascot got back up and laid in a couple hits on Miz, and him and Dexter Lumis walks away. So yeah, that's what happened there. Really good stuff. But up next, we're going to be seeing the main event. It will be Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle 1-on-1 in the fight pit with Daniel Cormier as the special guest referee. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. It'll be the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. Wow. Okay, we got to talk about the ending of Extreme Rules, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, we had the main event, and yeah, there was something big that happened after the main event, but we gotta talk about the main event first. So the main event, it was Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle one-on-one in a fight pit with the special guest referee is Daniel Cormier. In this match, it was a pretty good match. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Really great match. I really liked it. A few times it looked like Rollins was going to win. It looks like Riddle was going to win. At one point, we did see him hit the RKO onto Rollins, and Rollins hit the curb stomp onto him. And it was pretty much, fight pit rules is like you can only win by knockout or submission. Like knockout is like when you're down for like 10 seconds, like the last man standing. And then obviously submission is you tap out. So yeah, those are the rules of the fight pit. And like I said, really great match. At one point we did see Rollins climb up the cage. And he jumps off with a frog splash, pretty much doing the Seth freaking Rollins like the RVD sign, which was amazing, onto Matt Riddle. And then at one point they both climbed up the cage on top of the platform, and we see them we see Matt Riddle use a sleeper hold onto Rollins on top of the platform, but it would never really matter, because the only way you can win is like if it happens inside of the ring, not on top of the platform. And obviously you can't escape either. So yeah, it was on top of the platform. At one point we see Rollins hit the pedigree onto him on top of the platform and hit the buckle bomb, pretty much a power bomb onto the cage and stuff, which was amazing. And then we get to the very ending where we see Riddle hit the RKO onto Seth Rollins on top of the platform. Rollins falls off of the platform. That's when Riddle decides, shit, I'm going to jump onto him. So he jumps off the top of the platform with the Broton onto Seth Rollins, laying him out. And then Rollins was getting, both of them was getting back up, going at it and everything. And then we see Riddle lock on the triangle chokehold onto Rollins, trying to make Rollins tap out, but Rollins was trying to use all his might to fight out of it, running him into the cage and everything, hitting some power bombs onto him, but Riddle was not letting go. And then eventually, of course, Seth Rollins tapped out. So yeah, Matt Riddle defeated Seth Rollins tonight in the fight pit. That's what happened. Very great match. I really liked it for that match. I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it. Really great match. But then everybody exits out the ring. Everybody got out the ring. Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, everything. The cage rises up. And then the lights go out. It goes out. We hear a song. You got the whole world in your hands. You know, everything going. And then we see Huskus the pig. We see Abby the witch. You know, the buzzard. The rabbit. We see them all. Like, in a form. You know what I mean? With the lights and everything. At one point we seen the Fiend. And then there was this cool thing where you see the Firefly Funhouse, where it's just torn apart. Like, straight up, you see Abby the Witch pretty much dead. Just crazy stuff. Everybody taken out. And then we see this door. The door opens. A shining light comes blaring through the door. And then all of a sudden, of course, we see the lantern. And then we see Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt appears. He was wearing a mask. And then he takes off the mask. And it's Bray Wyatt. Yeah. And everybody was chanting holy shit and everything. Everybody really loved it. Yeah. Bray Wyatt has returned. Very amazing moment. If you haven't yet, go check it out. Very great. It was fucking amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, Extreme Rules for tonight. With the matches and, you know, we got Bray Wyatt return. Match of the night, in my opinion, was probably that 6-man tag team Donnybrook match. That match was really good. The I Quit match was great. The main event was great. The Extreme Rules match with Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey was like my least favorite, but it was okay. The ladder match with Bianca, Belair, and Bayley was pretty good. And the strap match with Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross was okay. But yeah, other than that, really great pay-per-view. For Triple H has been freaking throwing on bangers with these pay-per-view. First SummerSlam, then Clash of the Castle, now Extreme Rules. And I already know that fucking Survivor Series and Crown Jewel and all that is going to be amazing as well. But for tonight's Extreme Rules, I gotta give it 10 out of 10. I'll give it 10 out of 10. We got a return with Bray Wyatt. We got amazing matches and all that. Yeah, there were some matches that was like sloppy, like the Extreme Rules match with Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey, but it was still pretty good. And Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre ran dry a little bit with the crowd not chanting a lot. But other than that, it was still a really good pay-per-view. I really liked it. But yeah, looking forward for Crown Jewel. I think that's the next one. And then we got Survivor Series after that and so forth. Definitely looking forward to it. Triple H freaking threw on an amazing job. But yeah, I'll be talking about Monday Night Raw this Monday. Look out for that. Like, subscribe. Subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. That will be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for Monday's Monday Night Raw episode. See you guys later. Until then.